Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian. We are back for more Cloak and Dagger. So last episode, there was a Tandy. Well, yeah, they're both actually Tandy and both Tandy and Tyrone being vigilantes. Tyrone trying to get drugs off the street. Tandy was trying to save. Jesus Christ, I can't. There's something in my throat. Abusive boyfriends. Did I say save? Trying to stop abusive boyfriends. Tyrone kind of messed up apparently months of work for the cops. Riley's pissed. I don't know. I think somebody killed the higher ups of this gang. I don't know if it's O'Reilly. I'm like between 50 and 60% sure. Right? It's not sure. But 50 to 60% of me is thinking that it's her. Because again, the finale of last season, like they showed her with like jittery looking powers. I don't know if that's like a super speed or if it's supposed to be like cuts, like just weird, like not weird cuts, but just like just showing her what's the word, progress from walking. But I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be some kind of power base, considering she got blasted in the face with the energy from the valve from whatever they were trying to mine, and her eyes were a different color. So it has to have affected her somehow, given her some kind of abilities, as I'm assuming. Let's see, Tandy and Tyrone were trying to, he asked Tandy for help to get evidence, basically a confession from the higher ups. I really like what they're doing with their relationship, with their friendship. Like not just some hints of them having a romantic relationship, but I like showing just like their friendship. It's really nice just seeing like the friendship, not just constantly showing what's like the potential of what their relationship could potentially be. We also see Tyrone. He was watching over his family. He's checking on them, seeing if they're okay. And we see it's obviously really hard for him, and it would be for most people, seeing their family and not being able to really be with them. I think that's basically it, like the gist of like main points anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and start this episode.
Remember back in the day when you taught me to live and I taught you to pray. We went in the battle together, no matter the weather, we never delayed.
Auntie? Seems like a voodoo thing. Excuse me? Oh no, that's Cloak.
Hey, these guys came here unarmed, right? That was the deal.
They were cut too.
Still, whoever did this took them out pretty quickly, or else we could have stopped them.
Someone's got a sword?
Ty.
You recognize the symbol?
I recognize that symbol.
Okay.
It's food on.
I distinctly remember telling you to let the police handle this.
Here's what I was doing. I was recording the meeting so you could have evidence.
You were recording it? We were the ones that organized this, Tyrone, to stop the gang war you started.
That's why I was trying to help.
Oh, yes, Tyrone and his helping. I know all about that.
Hey, that's not fair. He didn't kill anybody.
No, he didn't. Just like he didn't kill Fuchs, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Because they're all dead.
Everybody plays their part.
Tandy, you can't blame people.
And why not? Why not? Those people choose misery, and I'm sick of watching it.
People don't choose to struggle, Tandy. They don't choose the hurt. Yeah, I think the guy who drew this, he knew he was gonna die.
Which means one of two things. He either wanted to be guided from this life to the next, or he wants justice.
Justice?
Maman Brigitte can be a powerful ally for justice or revenge.
Are you making a Veve? Whose is it?
Most know him as Papa Legba, keeper of the crossroads. I'm gonna ask him to protect you.
From what?
Please, Auntie, tell me those are biscuits I smell.
Hey, Evita. Evita!
8 months, Tyrone. 8 months.
Look, I know. You have nothing to worry about. The police can't catch me.
Come on, the police can catch all of us. You, out of anybody, should know that.
Look, I know. That's not what I meant.
So what do you mean?
I mean that there are things that I can do.
What are you talking about?
You ready?
For what? Did you just
That's what I can do.
How did you do?
Yeah, roughly.
Are you serious? You telling me you could just do that this entire time? You didn't think to come and tell me you were safe?
Evita,
Tyrone, no! Just no.
I want to help.
I'm just so numb without you.
Help me.
Excuse me?
You gotta get me out of here.
Shh, just keep quiet.
I'm gonna try to.
Dang it.
But Jeremy knows he was wrong.
He said that?
And he said he's gonna ask around for names of counselors, that he knows he might need help.
You should think about staying at your friend's longer before moving back home.
Jeremy says it's better if I move home, that being away from him for so long is what winds him up.
And what? You're gonna take life advice from the guy who hits you? Is nobody here gonna call bullshit?
We're not here to offer judgment on anyone.
He hits you, you leave. And anything else is a choice. It's your choice. Just leave. It's not that hard. You just get up, you walk out, and you never look back.
Bitch has my red out cam. Thing's worth more than she is. You find her, tell her there's gonna be hell to pay if she doesn't return, you know? Hi, Pumpkin.
Huh.
Detective O'Reilly.
So it wasn't her, I don't think.
Have you touched anything?
Oh, too much. And obviously, the stress. You had a blackout, or?
Pathetic. Look at yourself.
Oh!
Look at yourself.
Ah!
Just absolutely pathetic. Who are you?
Good personality.
You a week. Just a scared girl pretending to be brave.
No! Go away!
Pretending to be police.
I've already spoken to your friends. Please come back another time.
Now works for me. Thanks.
It was a gift.
What the hell are you doing? That's a $100,000 painting.
Owned by a man who declares $60,000 a year in gross income.
I'm gonna tell Chief Duchamp about this outrageous behavior.
I'll let you know when I give a shit. This house was built on dirty money. I can practically smell it. You get lost on the way to prom?
What are you doing here?
I'm a cop. I can be wherever I want.
You're not quiet.
Where are the cops? The reporters, they should be all over this.
They would be if you went missing. Pretty blonde girl with a beautiful white mother to cry all over the TV. Breaking news and updates every few hours. But here, where the people in trouble are poor brown girls,
It's awful.
that's the world, Tandy.
Someone has to be looking for them.
Someone is. Okay. I'll tell Tandy she's right here.
Michaela showed up.
She was found. Overdosed. Rushed to Church of All Saints Hospital.
Oh man, that's gonna eat up Tyrone.
I'm so sorry. I wanted Michaela to do something to help herself, and I completely messed it up.
Your mom said you had a big heart.
They got the fact that she's got bruises, right? 'Cause it's not from her boyfriend. Very particular mark. So I don't know if she can do this. That's cool. I mean, that,
No.
what's happening isn't
No,
cool,
no, no,
but...
no, 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 stop!
Dang, what the heck? Oh.
That's the guy that kidnapped my friend. Police! Freeze!
Oh, that's not. You should have gotten closer
Okay,
first.
I'll come after the exit. You keep it contained. You got it.
Whoa! What?
That's all I know. I swear.
You know what? I believe you.
I was gonna say it's not. It wasn't a sword, was it?
Don't worry. Takes most people months of practice to get it right.
Evita?
I came here to apologize. I mean, not for what I said, because I was right on all of it. And I was yelling at you when you were opening up to me. And I was acting like I knew what it was like to be in your shoes. And the truth is, nobody got kicks like those.
Yeah, sometimes they're not great shoes to be in.
Close your eyes. Breathe. Oh, Ty, are you okay?
Yeah. That's her.
She's in a hospital, so are you sure she wasn't just crazy?
No. The guys driving. They had guns and they came at me. No way that was legit.
Okay.
Look, if you're in there, I know you're pissed, but there's something you should know, all right? I think I found a link between you. Bridget, right?
Scissors on the desk. She's coming back, and if she finds you here...
Who are you talking about, Bridget?
Me.
What are you doing?
Look, we're in danger, Ty. You, me, and Tandy. What are you doing?
Aiming for Tandy.
Ty? Ty, what?
Hold up.
Bridget? But if you're here, then who?
Okay, so it's not split personality. What? It created another? See, I knew the timetable didn't work.
Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag.
Ah. Okay, so I wasn't 100% wrong. There was a split. And it is kind of personality. I mean, it's her. Just another version. But completely separated. Physically. So how? See, I was confused. Okay. I wasn't sure if... Alright, let me start over. Whenever they showed O'Reilly or Bridget at the pub and she got a call, I was figuring that was supposed to be whenever Tyrone and Tandy called her. And then, you know, we go to that. She does the whole calling the cops and everything. Goes back to her being at the pub. I wasn't sure if that was like... If the time... Like, at that point when she showed up, I was like, okay, there's no way she was quick enough to be here and show up... to kill these guys, go to the pub, and then come back. I mean, she could have been. That could have been some kind of super speed that was crazy. But no. It's a completely different version of her. She was in a different dress before. She was in a dress beforehand. Or she... How does this work? Can she, like... I wonder if she can, like, split from herself. Like, actually split. Because otherwise, I don't know how O'Reilly, like the good O'Reilly, essentially, how she survived if because first I was thinking like maybe this other version split from O'Reilly or was created by the energy or whatever, and then walked out of water, the lake, whatever, or river. Like she had walked out of it, and then the other O'Reilly, or our original O'Reilly, was left basically to die. If that would have been the case, so that didn't make sense. So she had to separate herself from O'Reilly, from Bridget. It's weird calling her Bridget. I've just known her as O'Reilly. The sound effect, it just sounded like whenever they were listening to the recorder, it sounded like a sword sound effect. But I wasn't sure if it was stock, because I mean the finale of the first season, it kind of, they use a few stock sounds. So I don't know if that's what they did for this one. They used like a stock sword sound effect. But apparently it was her nails. So her nails did seem exceptionally long. Not like super long, but and like green, kind of like venomous color. I wasn't sure if O'Reilly had chosen that color before, and she still could have. It could have been O'Reilly's nail color, but it stood out to seem venomous. I don't know if that was purposefully done or if I'm just reading too much into that. But yeah, this is definitely, wasn't expecting that. But I wasn't too far off. But hey, thanks to Evita, different subject, thanks to Evita, Tyrone can now jump with people. That's cool. She helped him figure that out. It looked like at first it took a lot out of him. It might have, but I don't. No, okay, I'm gonna jump again. Is it? I said this, I think, last episode. I was wondering if like absorbing and then expelling the like mass amount of energy that they took in to save the city, if it would affect their abilities, if it would make them stronger. I don't know if that's the case with Tandy. I don't know if they did like have an effect on her abilities and making them more diverse and more powerful, or if that's just her powers growing on its own. If she's just, if like her emotions are adding to that. But she can do a kind of a blast, like create an orb and just shoot it out, which is cool. Didn't think she'd be able to do that. I don't recall Dagger being able to do that, but I could be wrong. That could be new too. Maybe they added that to the comics and then they added that to this, or they did that new in this. Maybe they added that into the show. That's not a huge spoiler. So if anybody wants to let me know, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Was she able to do that before? And I saw whenever she was, obviously trying to relieve stress and her frustration, and she was dancing in the room. You see the lights flickering. So I was wondering, is she affecting these lights? And obviously she was, because then she made the brake lights burst on the cars. Was it just one car? Either way, she overpowered them. And she boosted them. I don't know. I can't remember the word. I kept wanting to say she created a power outage, but I can't remember. It's the opposite. Like she gave too much power. I can't remember the term for it. But it's interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure that. Again, that kind of just makes me think it has to do with having been so saturated with the energy when they absorbed it. It's like supercharging her powers. I wonder if that's done that to Tyrone. I wonder if that's why he can do it now, like teleport with other people, or if that's just learning more on his abilities. And I also didn't know Tandy could look into memories exactly. I know she could see hopes and basically lock people away in their minds, basically essentially make them catatonic. I didn't know she could look at their mind. I love the way they do visuals in this, representation in this show. Whenever she was looking out the windows of the ambulance, essentially, from one side, you see what was outside of the ambulance, and then she walked around, and then you saw what was going on inside. I just like the way they did that. I just thought it was simple but pretty cool. I like things that I like flashy stuff and everything too, really really extravagant, crazy effects and structures or whatever as well. But it's something that's simple, but still pulls off a cool effect, an interesting effect. I don't know the best word. It's anything simple but still comes off cool. I really like the way when they do that. it's almost more impressive in a way. I don't know. It has its own feel to it, I guess. Yeah, I feel like also Tandy should have probably let somebody know that she exploded whatever was monitoring Michaela, because I mean I don't know what all she busted up, but she could have broke something that was kind of helping keep her alive. So I don't know, maybe not. Oh, I like the format that they had with this episode. It was like it wasn't just the fact that they were doing different point of views from like from one event they were doing different point of views. They actually did like multiple different events, like at different times. Like first they were showing from the pub, or not the pub, the club. When the murders happened, and then after it showed like all three's point of views, then it went to after when it was on O'Reilly, it went to show when they meet up at the gate, the place where the ambulances were at, and that's when she runs into Tandy, and then it goes to where how Tandy got there, and then after that, obviously after the O'Reilly or whoever this person goes by, I don't know, she is a duplicate or something of O'Reilly, but after she kills this dude, it goes to Tyrone, and then how they get to and then they get to Tandy and them. Well, he takes O'Reilly, the original O'Reilly, the good O'Reilly, to Tandy. That's gotta feel crazy. Like I wonder how that's gotta feel like. It's different for Tyrone, but I want like somebody who doesn't have that ability. Like, I wonder how that feels like just being like transported from one place to another. Like how that has to feel. Because I mean, I don't know. Like teleportation. Like there's different versions of it. So I mean, I know some teleportations are gonna they'll feel different. Like in a book, there's one teleportation. A book that I read. For those that would maybe want to check it out, Superpowered. There's this or series anyway. There's one teleporter who it just like it kind of looks like Tyrone in the sense of like there's not like a sound effect or anything. It's just like one instant he's there and the next he's not, and but there's no smoke effect. It's just literally just that's it. No sound effect though. And there's one who basically creates like a wormhole. She like rips through the ozone or whatever. I forgot how they explained it, but it's just like the smell of ozone. I don't remember. But she basically creates a wormhole or a portal, and people can actually walk through it. It's not just her; she can open a portal from one place to another and send people to that. And there are other different versions throughout the book. But I'm just wondering like how it has to feel, because like that's not like their body isn't like made for that ability. So I'm wondering if it feels differently. And I wonder how that feels too, and how jarring that has to be. I mean, Evita seemed fine. She was supporting Tyrone. So I don't know. So yeah, now she knows. She wasn't sure. So yeah, she had no idea whether he was alive or not. And it had been 8 months. Jesus, that's terrible. It's almost been a year since he's seen his family, and since they've seen him, since he's been with them. And even though it kind of led to not great moment, I thought it was funny when Tyrone was with Evita's aunt. And she was saying, I'm going to say a prayer to protect you. And he's like, from what? And then he just shows up and it's like, oh, they say it's not going to be good. And it wasn't. The resulting matter was less humorous. But that lead up, I thought was quite humorous. I thought it was funny. But she did make a very good, valid point, like, since if you could do this, why not come and let me know at least that you're okay, because 8 months she had known she was either she didn't know whether he was alive or not. She had to think like when they didn't find a body, she was like, okay, well that's something at least. And then she was convincing herself, or she tried to convince herself that maybe he didn't care or forgot about her. Then yeah, it is kind of they're cops after him and stuff, but again, with the ability that he has, he literally could have teleported to her room and it would have been fine. But I like that she came back to apologize, not for what she was saying or what she had said, because again, she was right. But the fact that he had opened up and what's the word I'm looking for? Why do I have trouble remembering words to reveal the fact that he has abilities to her and let her in on things, but then the way she had kind of reacted after. But I like that they made that known, like she's not apologizing for what she said, but she's still apologizing for what happened after he was opening up to her and everything. So at least she knows now. I really like them as a couple. I think they're cute. I think she's cute. I think she's really sweet, and she obviously cares about him a lot. But I mean, they're gonna end up having Tyrone and Tandy together, I'm pretty sure. I feel like they make a cute couple too. So it's just like, man, this is not an easy situation to be in. I mean, in reality, like in real life anyway, like it wouldn't be that difficult of a situation because it's just like you're with this person, so be with this person. But it's more so just the only reason I'm saying it's difficult is I know that eventually Tandy and Tyrone are going to be together. That's what I mean is a difficult situation. I feel bad for Evita when it comes down to that. Unless for some reason somewhere down the line it becomes more of a mutual breakup, then I don't know. I don't see it going well for Evita. I hope it doesn't end because like she dies or something. That would be like if something ends up where somebody kills her or she gets caught in something in a crossfire or something rather like that. Because that would suck. I know Tyrone would be like broken up about that, and I don't know if like how he'd handle that. Like I don't know. I'm gonna feel bad for Evita either way, however things end up. Unless they go a different route and they don't interview, like if they don't go the same route they do in the comics with Tandy and Tyrone, then I mean they do have at least a good friendship, Tandy and Tyrone. I stated this last episode, but I do really enjoy how they're portraying their friendship. I'm wondering if like the cops are gonna question Michaela's situation because her boyfriend had given her bruises before. One, unfortunately she never like admits this or brings up that her boyfriend hurts her, but like the bruising on her wrists when she was in the hospital like are very evidently like they're straps. So I don't know if they're gonna question what happened or anything because obviously she didn't. How could she overdose if she's like strapped? She can't inject herself. So they have to know that something else happened to her. Somebody else drugged her for some particular reason. Why do they take her? Is it just because like they don't think she'd be missed? Like her only. Well, look, she has a friend, so I don't know why they kidnapped her. Like what they chose her specifically. If it was specific, or if it was just like she was just wrong place, wrong time kind of a thing. But yeah, at that point where Tyrone after he drew the symbol and then teleported to her, when he tried to take her with him, but he hadn't gotten that down at that point. And then like whenever we find out that she's in the hospital for being overdosed, I realized I knew Tyrone that would probably eat up Tyrone. I think seeing her in the hospital and that she's alive, I think it eased it. It just because it didn't necessarily show. It did, but not like I don't think I think it'd been worse. Obviously, if she was dead, he would have felt like crap because he couldn't. He was there, and he probably would feel like he could have done something. Is it like when you're hit with that? You're gonna feel like the guilt, and you're gonna think like if I had thought of doing something else instead of trying to teleport with her, maybe I could have saved her. But at least she's alive. I don't know like what's gonna be the deal with this duplicate of O'Reilly. I don't know exactly like would she like back into her, or like is that what happened? Did they like separate, or I don't know how she would have came to be unless she stepped out of the water and then original O'Reilly steps out later. Like if it just like I don't know. Yeah, I can't think of any other way other than like it came from O'Reilly. Like actually like somehow separated from her. When it showed up, she showed up after O'Reilly was like dry heaving. She showed up, I think she was like in some kind of dress. So I don't know where she had come from before. Well, she probably came from the club, so maybe that's why she had that dress on, I'm assuming. Is that a dress, or is that just... Is that a dress, or is that just... Maybe it's just a muscle shirt or whatever. yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with them because now everybody, well, now the 4 of them, I guess. Now Tandy and Tyrone know about this other O'Reilly, so I'm not sure where we're gonna go with that and how they're gonna deal with it. Hopefully, it doesn't try to hurt them. And she didn't try to hurt O'Reilly. She didn't like try to kill her and then take her place. She literally just tied her up and left her there. So, and she's only killed people that have done bad. So she's not evil or bad, I guess. She's just she has less restrictions on herself, less self-restraint. Much more aggressive. But yeah, guys, that's it for this week's episode of Cloak and Dagger. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out the rest of our stuff, go into the button right next to you. And if you want to stick around for next week's episode, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when our stuff does come out, make sure you hit the bell icon down below. Again, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next week.